So Dorris Ranch was originally used as a hunting ground for the Kalapuya Indian tribes for thousands of years. And then in 1852, the Masterson family bought it as their donation land claim, number 61. George Dorris decided in the late 1800s he wanted to retire and become a farmer. So he bought the land from the Thurstons. He was an interesting person. They never had any kids, him and his wife Lulu. They built the house down in the orchard in 1898, and he tried everything. He tried to grow peaches and cherries and asparagus and hops. And we still have them. We have some very old plantings here, but filberts was the one he stuck with. George and Lulu both passed. He deeded the land to his nephew, Ben. In 1972, they gave us, Willamalane Park and Rec, the property. So with a donation land claim, the deal through the government was you could have the land for free, but you had to live on the land for 5 years, and you had to farm it. So they built very rudimentary houses, just basic square cabins, usually not more than 12 by 20. The farm started going in 1898, the house was completed, trees started to go in at the turn of the century, and so probably by the early 1920s, things were really hustling and bustling around here. We have different programs that focus on different things, but all of our programs, regardless of what program they choose, touch on Native Americans' influences in the region. I think that the rollout here is just to connect kids to history in an interactive way. That has always been my main philosophy since I've taken this job, is that as a historian, and that was where my training is, but also I love working with kids, but I didn't want to work in a museum. I didn't want to work in that. I wanted an environment where I could teach kids that history isn't the boring timeline that they open every day in a book. That they were people, that they lived and they breathed and they had sorrows and they had happiness and things like that. So I'm very insistent with my staff that they make history as real as possible to these kids.